I'm starting to notice a pattern, maybe even a theme. How come every time it's raining or beginning to storm out here on the farm, Renee's at work? Last night he tried to put up a covering for Elvira using a tarp, but it didn't stay because the wind, it took it. So I have an idea. Let's see if I can get it to work. She's been using the tarp while it was up, but now it's down. And she doesn't have any place to go. The pigs are happy. They have their place. He put the shelter back up for the pigs. As you can see, Tig and Maisie are happy. The horses are under there. The other goats, Billy and Nacho, are under there, and the donkeys are somewhere hiding under the trees. Our Elvira doesn't have any place. And Renee had it positioned right here, but the wind took it. I did try to lift this extra cattle panel to put it here on the corner for her, kind of where it like is it a pie shape. But this thing is a bit too heavy for me right now because I'm still not lifting like I used to be. I don't even think I'm 2 months after my surgery, so I'm not able to get this up there. A secondary course of action is I'm going to use one of these tin roofs that we had left over that was damaged from the windstorm. I'm going to put it here on the pie thing and then hang the tarp over it, and the wind is blowing this way. Maybe even put a couple rocks on it just to kind of hold it on. That should give her something a little better than nothing. I'm actually good with that. Let's see what Renee says. All right, it's time to go back in and change clothes. I haven't even had coffee yet. I need coffee. On a rainy day, cold day, yes, this is amazing. I'm so excited. We're gonna render down our pig fat today. Not all of it, I'm just gonna render down a little bit of it today. We're gonna take you guys through this process. This is the first time I'm doing it. But before I get started with any good project, we need a good cold beer. Every project's so much better with a good cold beer. Yeah. Renee and I do a lot of cooking here at home. We don't eat out a whole lot. We do every once in a while, but nonetheless, we like to cook a whole lot here. And so utilizing fat in its purest form is extremely important to us. So that's what we're gonna do today, is we're gonna render down some of that fat that we got from our 2 pigs. I don't have a whole lot of it here. We have the rest of it cut up in our freezers that are out in our garage. I'm gonna put it in my cast iron Dutch oven. So I have that ready and prepared. We're gonna put that in here. And then we're gonna cook that at 250 on a very, very low temperature. I don't want it to be too hot that it'll burn the fat. I just want it to come down to a liquid form. When it's all said and done, I have my clean mason jars here with their lids already washed and prepped to receive that rendered down fat. So here we go. First, a drink. So good. Some of this fat came already cut up into nice tiny strips. Some of it came into bigger strips. So this big piece of back fat here, I'm actually gonna cut that up into smaller strips so that I can easily get it into my meat grinder. You guys can see in the corner over here, Renee's just sitting here. You could turn around and say hi.
I'm trying to chat with the doctor about Goose.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's chatting. Goose, we think, has a bladder infection or some kind of kidney infection. Maybe just urinary tract infection. Oh, that's the free thing for the hair clip. We have so many animals that our dogs and cats are on this care plan. It's like an insurance plan for your dogs and cats. And it's nice because it has a 24-hour chat. Pretty cool. Either way, so cutting these into small enough strips so that I can get them into my meat grinder.
You can see like skin fat and then see the line.
Yeah.
I hope this is easy, that way you can start making all of it.
I know. We'll see. This is our first time doing this. I'm pretty excited about it. So I was going to take this meat and grind it up into this little bowl to catch it, to collect it from the grinder, but I don't think I really need to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and collect it straight away into my cast iron Dutch oven. I know you starting more dishes. Cast irons are great investment. These things last forever, especially if you take really good care of them. All right, here goes. I'm going to start on a small setting. First, need a drink of beer. So delicious. I'm only doing a little bit today just to see kind of how much this little bit gives me. Maybe this is like about 6-7 pounds worth of fat. Lexi? We really don't like to cook a lot of processed stuff if we don't have to. This meat was raised on our own farm, our own hands. We know exactly what food it ate. We'll leave a link in the video to where Renee gives you his recipe for the pig feed that we feed our pigs. Believe it or not, we also feed our pigs donuts from a local baker. So you guys can see how this is come out of the meat grinder. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of flatten it out a little bit. You can see that it's really already melting to my fingertips. Even when Renee was touching it here, he was like, oh wow, it's definitely, you can see how it's kind of already melting to my hands here. So we're just gonna kind of flatten it out a little bit. And we're gonna put it in the oven. We're gonna check it in about, I would say 30 minutes just to kind of see how it's doing. Lid to my cast iron.
Dutch ovening it?
Yep, I'm gonna use a Dutch oven for this. I'm actually gonna set my timer for about 45 minutes. It's gonna take a hot second for that Dutch oven to kind of come up to temperature. 45 minutes, 250 degrees. We're just gonna take a look at it just to see how it's coming along. I don't anticipate it being exactly the consistency that I'm wanting to kind of pour it out into jars just yet, but I do wanna kind of take a look at it. Oh, nice, nice. Hot even through the oven mitts. So it's actually turning out very nice. You can see it liquefying in there. I say probably another hour or more. Okay, so the timer is going off on the oven. It's about an hour since the last we put it in. So in total it's been in for about an hour and 45 minutes at 250 degrees. So let's take a look at how our fat is rendering. So again, it's been cooking at 250 degrees in this cast iron. Oh wow. So there's your crack lens. You wanna come see? Those are what's, I think, considered crack lens.
Mm-hmm.
So like take those out and put those on a plate. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Perfect.
It's that easy, huh?
Oh wow, how beautiful. So we're looking at maybe about, I would say 4 pounds of back fat, and rendering that down for 1 hour and 45 minutes in my Dutch oven, cast iron Dutch oven in a 250 degree oven. Again, for about 1 hour and 45 minutes, and it's given me a mason jar of beautiful pure fat to be able to saute with, to make baked goods with. Really excited. It smells amazing. It's kind of very light fragrance to it. So I'm just gonna put a lid on that, just kind of let it sit for a bit. From yesterday's rendering, I got 1 mason jar. We already used it. Renee fried up some tortillas in it this morning so that we could eat it with the last bit of the Christmas pozole. And it was amazing. It was so delicious. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I was really anticipating what it was gonna look like the next morning. So after it cooled down to the touch, this mason jar cooled down to a touch, I put it in the refrigerator, woke up this morning, and it's just a beautiful creamy white. And so today what I'm gonna do is, this is probably about 8 pounds of the fat from one of the pigs that we have in our freezer. So Renee went ahead and took it out and put it in one of my favorite stainless steel bowls. I use this bowl for so many things, and you know, it was half the size of this bowl last night. Got me 1 mason jar. I'm gonna give away a couple jars to some really good friends tomorrow. So that's why I wanna get some of this fat rendered down. So I hope you guys take away something from it. I really had a great time doing it. I feel pretty satisfied with my product, and thanks for watching. Bye.